Greetings and namaste. I'm Sydney Solis, and this is Storytime Yoga. Welcome. And this is my friend Raga. How are you doing today, Raga?
Oh, I'm doing terrible. I just always worry all the time. Oh, I worry if I'm gonna like my new school, or I worry if my teacher will be nice or give lots of tests, and oh, I worry that there's weapons of mass destruction in my closet, and oh, what if the dollar collapses?
Oh, I'm so sorry that you're having a hard time and that you have some fears. Well, let me tell you a story.
Oh, thank you.
So this is the story called Praying the Psalms. Once upon a time there was a young girl, and one day she was sweeping out her parents' living room. She sweep, 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 sweep. Oh, you can help me with that. Sweep, 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 sweep. And then she paused because she started dreaming. Why, she dreamed about one day I'm gonna meet a boy, and oh, one day what if we could get married, and one day what if we'll have a wonderful wedding, and oh, then we'll have a baby boy, and oh no, what if my baby boy should get sick, and oh no, what if my baby should die? Oh, so she cried and she cried, and her parents, well, they heard this noise, this wailing, so they said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And she cried, "Oh, my baby, if I get married, he's going to get sick and die." The parents thought, "Oh, that's terrible. That's so terrible." So they started crying too with her. "Oh, you can help me with that." "Oh." And of course, well, the neighbors, they heard this terrible crying, and they came into the living room, and they said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And the parents said, "Oh, the baby's going to get sick. It's going to die." And so pretty soon the neighbors were like, "Oh, that's so terrible." And, oh, they started crying. But then the whole town heard this wailing coming from the house, and they all came into the house, and they said, "What's wrong? What's wrong? You know, after the wedding, the baby is going to get sick and die." Oh, so the whole town was crying and wailing and crying, until the rabbi came, and he said, "What's going on? What's wrong? What's wrong?" Oh. And he said, "Well, there's only one thing to do, and that's to pray the Psalms." So he opened up his book. Everybody was crying and crying, and he prayed the Psalms. And well, now there was one man. He was not from this town. He was a baker, and he heard all this noise, and he went into the house, and he heard us crying, crying. He said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then the baby is going to die. And he's like, heard the whole story and said, "Wait a minute." And everybody froze. He said, "Don't you realize that everything you're talking about is based on ifs? That's if you meet a boy, and if you get married, and if you have a little baby boy, and if it gets sick, and if it to die. So nothing's really happened. It's just all in your mind." So everybody was like, "Oh, they were so happy. Oh, they were hugging each other, and oh, so very happy that, oh, it was just an if. It's not all the babies. No, you're not going to die. Oh, so, oh." Finally, the baker says, "Yeah, take care. See ya. Take it easy." Oh. And the rabbi said, "You see, that's what happens when you pray the Psalms." So, you see, there are some tricky things in life, but it's always in your head if you think, what if, that chit-chat of the mind, the monkey mind, tree to tree, thought to thought. So practice some meditation.
Oh, meditation?
Yes, take a deep breath in and breathe it out. See if you can't rest your mind in the space between your thoughts.
Oh, I'll try.
Yes, it does take practice. Just be aware, breathing in and breathing out. And if your fears do get to be too much, it's okay to ask somebody else for help.
Okay, I'll practice that.
Good. So actually, every day, practice meditation, practice yoga,
And tell stories.
That's right. So that's our time today for Storytime Yoga. Thanks for joining us. Have a magical day. Namaste.
Namaste.